7:24 right now. Kendrick Lamar in the studio.
Yeah.
New single, I.
Yeah.
Is that from the single, The Hat right there?
Yeah.
You had one of one?
101.
You didn't have no more made?
I got a couple of them.
Man, you wrong,
I got
man.
a couple of them, man.
K-Dot, come on, man. We've been down since day one, too.
He didn't bring us an album.
what?
He didn't bring us a hat.
Yeah.
Right.
He didn't bring, what else? Coffee?
Yeah, coffee. I should have got y'all that.
We see you love yourself. You ain't bring nothing to nobody else.
Supposed
Wow.
to be team.
How did you get that sample?
Actually, I was just digging through crates, man.
Yeah.
And it was one of them joints I felt like people almost forgot about. I know Isley Brothers got a gang of hits, but
Yeah,
that was
man.
just one that we all know, but we sleep on it. So
Yeah.
we patched the beat together and put the drums behind it.
Wow.
And I actually had to go to St. Louis and get permission.
Yeah.
From,
that's what we
from
gonna
Ronald,
say.
Ronald himself.
Because as soon as we heard it, we was like,
Oh, how did you get that?
clear?
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, I didn't want them looking like, who is this young boy chopping up our...
You didn't want them to be looking at you that they looking at Robin Thicke.
Thicke, yeah.
what happened with that?
Well, the gay family is suing him over Blurred Lines and Pharrell.
Yeah.
But they sued them first because they were trying to be proactive, and now they lose it.
Oh,
Saying
okay.
that it's a Marvin Gaye sample.
It is.
Yeah.
It's a sound like.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
see.
when we talk about it, the last time you was here, you got SNL coming up.
Right.
Your live performance, man, is beyond belief.
Appreciate
When
that.
did you start feeling like, okay, I think I know what I want to do. I got the control of the crowd. I mean, because when we watch you live, you always kill it.
Yeah, appreciate that, man. I think it comes from doing a whole lot of joints, hole in the wall joints. 30 people, 10 people in there.
Right.
And if you can give your all, in front of that
Right.
small of a crowd, you better do that with 10,000 people. And that,
Right.
Yeah.
being in Long Beach, being in Compton, a lot of spots we did before I got to this level, that prepared me.
Do you feel like, and I love that, we always talk about how Prince can always come back no matter what and say,
Right.
hey, I'm going to go to this little joint because I started
Yeah.
there. Do you ever get to do those things where you just
Definitely.
pop up?
That's my favorite show.
Oh, I love
Right.
that.
Where I
A
can go.
surprise,
Yeah,
right?
Definitely, like
Oh,
new
man.
artists that come out, cats that's on the underground scene that may have a venue that's 300 to 500 people.
Right.
But every time I go back, it be just as much, even more energy because I'm right there, intimate with the crowd.
Right.
Yep.
That's what's up.
Yeah,
And you popped up on Prince's stage not too long
Yes.
ago.
yeah.
How'd that come about?
I know.
It's crazy, man. I was just out there working. We was working and vibing in the studio. He had a show.
Right.
Just so happened to have a show in his own compound and just invited me on stage randomly.
That's how he does.
Yeah, it was nothing prepared. Believe that. He's like the most mysterious guy you probably ever can meet.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sitting
Wow.
on side the stage and he like, come up.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, that's how he does it.
I
Yeah.
know.
Now,
That
did y'all
doesn't
talk
happen.
afterwards?
Yeah, we talked afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was like,
Were you surprised at how deep his voice really is?
yeah. How you like it, Kendrick? Was it
my
good?
goodness.
Yeah.
Was it a good show? I was like, this dude crazy.
I mean,
he's a legend, man.
And what he did on SNL, like
Oh, man.
commanding, he said, look, I'm not doing 2 performances, I'm doing one.
Yeah.
And it's uninterrupted. That just shows the respect that he has in the industry.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, because I got an SNL coming up.
We know.
And I definitely can't do that. They ain't gonna let me do that. Give me an hour on stage, SNL.
Right.
You gotta put in some work.
Who would you say
Feel me?
is most influential to you coming up in the music business?
Coming up in the music business. A lot of cats from the West Coast, of course,
Okay.
Snoop and Dre.
Right.
A lot of people like Prince and Ronald Isley. I grew up off, oldies and gangster rap coming up in my household. So got a lot of similarities, and you can hear it in my music as well.
So when you were a kid, what did mom and dad really listen to that you could remember?
The Spinners,
Oh, wow.
Whispers,
Wow.
Earth, Wind and Fire,
Okay.
Pac, Quick, E40. Yeah, it was a variety. They had parties every Friday.
How about that?
Yeah, it was wild.
Now, because I always think about those interludes, man. Those interludes.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
want your body.
Yeah.
I want your body. Now, I mean, growing up, it's the first generation where we think about people actually grew up.
Yeah,
Their
yeah.
parents grew up
That's right.
on gangster rap.
Yeah.
Oh.
How was that influential to you? Because
Man.
they ride to NWA and all of that.
Real
And-
talk. I grew up with my parents. Yeah, we all grew up together.
Wow.
Yeah, they was fairly young and
Crazy.
still going through adult phases of being mature. So we had parties all the time. And
He was a little kid. Kendrick, come on out here and show him what you can do.
I was that little boy inside the building running around listening to all this music. And, you know, they were just fans of hip hop. You know, hip hop just started really coming around.
Okay.
You know, so by the time I was born, it was like I'm born in it. You know, my mom's actually told me that, you know, he was playing Big Daddy Kane the time I was born, coming from the hospital.
Oh, wow.
And that's a true story.
Wow.
You know, so it's all just been in my life, period.
Well, we got more coming up with Kendrick Lamar. Log on to watch V103.com and see him here in the studio. 7:30 right now. We got to look at new single I. We'll find out why he wrote that, and you might be surprised, you know, because he's got a different story to talk about that too. All right, coming up, we got more with K. Dot. All right, what's going on, Maria?